Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind, the rankings video. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart, as always, brought to you by Heinemann Associates and Western Governors University. A lot of shakeup in our top 25 this week.
Yeah, we got some movement. Obviously, when you have matchups in the top four, you're going to see things move around, and we did.
Yeah, well, let's get right to it, shall we? 25 through 21. Hey, look at this one. Payson in at number 25, Olympus 24, Provo 23, Crimson Cliffs 22, and Orem at 21.
Yeah, look, welcome Payson. What a statement win for the Lions. This was a team I didn't quite know. We know now.
Yeah.
That was a big-time win. Welcome into the top 25. Olympus, boy, fallen, taking a big hit off that loss to Brighton in our top 25. Orem was neutral this week, just with other happenings. Saw a little movement there. And so, yeah.
Well, it's kind of where it happens, too, right? You lose, it's who's behind you, how far you're going to drop on some of that stuff. All right, 20 through 16, East, Syracuse, West Jordan, Mountain Ridge, and Park City.
East hanging neutral. They lost to IMG on Friday night. Had someone say they're pretty dominant.
Right.
IMG. Yeah,
they're pretty good.
They are. Yeah. All right. Hey, West Jordan moving up 4 slots. Way to go, Jags. Syracuse, seeing them starting to pick up with the momentum we've seen. Mountain Ridge, one of our biggest droppers this week after the double overtime loss to Westlake, coming in there at 17.
Yeah, it's a tough one for them. All right, 15 through 11, Riverton, Brighton, Springville, Bonneville at number 12, and PG at number 11.
Springville, a big mover this week, having the nice win there over the Dons. Saw some nice pickup there for the Red Devils. Bonneville continue to creep up the rankings. Pleasant Grove as well. These are two teams in the next week or two. You can see them pop in the top 10 with how they've been going, and they'll have a chance to prove that here in the upcoming weeks. Tough weeks this week for both Bonneville and PG.
Oh, into our top 10. Here we go. Number 10, West. 9, American Fork. 8, Stansbury. 7, Bingham. And number 6, Farmington.
Yeah, so a couple of items here. Bingham moving up 4 slots. AF dropping 4 slots after Bingham got the win over the Cavemen. Stansbury, they hold neutral, but it's actually a tie. So they're actually tied right now with Bingham at 7 in terms of the total points. So that Stallions team continuing to pick up some momentum here and represent one of the best teams in 5A.
And now to the top 5 where there is some movement. Number 5, Corner Canyon, after the 1-point loss to Lehigh. 4, Timpview. Welcome into the top 5, Lone Peak.
Wow.
Who would have thought after week 1 we would see this, the way that thing started? Yeah. Riding the ship as the Lone Peak Knights, the reigning 6A champs, coming in at number 3. Number 2, Lehigh, well earned.
Yes,
Ed Larson and crew. And it's just a Lehigh top 2. How about this? Skyridge holding strong at number 1. The 5A championship game from years past, 1 and 2.
How about 4 of the top 5 teams, Utah County teams? Seeing a little bit of a shift there. And, you know, we won't get into that. But Corner Canyon fallen after that tough loss, competitive game against Lehigh. They're still one of the top teams in the state, right? It's just, I think what we saw amongst some of the pollsters this week was, what do you do with Lone Peak? Tough week 1. They've had consistent and strong wins. The defense, there is not a defender. There's 11 of them.
Right.
Like, it is a true unit that plays that way. They shut out Highland this week. They're getting a lot of respect.
Highland, Arizona.
Yes, Highland, Arizona. They're getting a lot of respect from the pollsters this week, up into the top 3. And when you have losses, like Corner does, albeit close against a really good Lehigh team, it's hard to balance that, and I think that played out in the poll this week.
You got to figure out what to do with them, because here about Lone Peak, 0-1 against the state of Utah and with red helmets. They're 3-0. They're 3-0 out of state wearing the black lids.
Yeah, get rid of those things,
Something to it, I think.
There's got to be. Got to be.
Let us know what you think of the rankings. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at KSL Sports Rewind. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching KSL Sports Rewind.